Hey everybody, this is Ernie again with Vaughn-Da-Rosa Farms. Coming at you tonight. It's Thursday evening. We're going to be doing a lesson on starting your business with zero money, 002. And I hope we have a little fun doing it, get a little lighthearted. But one thing I want to touch on again tonight before that is the coronavirus. Again, I'm not no expert. I'm not no expert in none of this. I'm just telling you what I think about it, how I feel about things. Same way with the stuff I teach. I'm telling you what I've done. I'm trying to show you what I've been through. I'm trying to make it easier for you, and I'm trying to give you stuff to think about in any business adventure. And I'm also tonight wanting to speak on the coronavirus just very briefly. Again, addressing them young people. We got a lot of young people out there. I love them to death. With this virus, some of them's getting real concerned, scared to death. I want to say right now, don't get scared. Don't get scared. You can't control it, so deal with it. But a lot of things is changing quickly. A lot of kind of scary things, but I don't want it to scare you. I want it to make you think. These places talking about they're gonna have their big sporting events, but not allow people in. We had one in California today, another case. They have no idea how the person got it. They call it possibly a community. They called it randomly in the community. It could be spreading through the community. Pay attention to stuff like that. What I suggest is, don't be scared. Deal with it. Stay out of crowds as much as you can. I am. Buy your bottle of hand sanitizer. Keep it in the truck with you. If you do have to go out in public, you got to go get gas. You got to go pick this up, that up, whatever up. When you get done, don't put your hands to your face, your eyes, your mouth. Wash your hands. Uh, you know, have enough food, whatever you may need. If something did happen, the grocery store down the road might be, about out of everything. But just stay positive and, reach out whatever you got faith in. My faith is in God. Uh, pray. Pray. Be alert. Some of this stuff I hope to teach you a little bit tonight. Get your mind wrapped around that. If you're watching these videos, one thing you should be noticing if you're watching them and watching all of them, and subscribe to me so you don't miss one, because they go in a sequence. Every one of them has a purpose. I'm touching on different things, what we're doing. I've done showed you that a little bit, very little, but enough detail to get you thinking. Rabbits, pet rabbits, meat rabbits, worms, produce. I've got one that'll be on before this one. How we're going to get the wood for our barns. Another potential resource on the property. I've showed you a little bit about the goats. I showed you the one where we just got the 2 pigs, a little small scale pork operation. So like and subscribe me, help me out. Let's have fun. I know I'm crazy looking woolly, and I am crazy. I am not stupid, but I am crazy. I love to have fun. I love young people. I like to kick back and take it easy sometimes and smell the roses. We done that in another video. That's so important, especially to young people, especially anybody. A good friend of mine years ago, his granddaddy passed away, and he was like 95, 97 years old. And he said, Ernie, he said, one reason he lived a good long life, one of his secrets, And I said, no, but I sure want to know. And it's a simple, simple answer, but this man practiced that, and evidently it worked. He knew how to take out time and relax. Uh, you know, get rid of the stress, get rid of the anxiety, whatever's causing it, deal with it. Eliminate it from your life. Uh, there's just so many things that we go through, and again, especially young people, but middle-aged people. Uh, One of the biggest stressful things in this world, I think, is financial hardships. Uh, we got a lot of single moms out there, single dads. I know a lot of single moms, and I love them to death. I hope they watch this, and I hope they know who I'm talking to. I know a lot of young people, and I appreciate them. That's one thing that's really been laid on my heart in doing this. I started this, like I said, to promote my farm, and I'm gonna get more into that when I get into marketing, and that'll hold true for a farmstead, homestead, any other business. Marketing's so important. But I've met a lot of wonderful people. I've met young people that's got it pretty rough. I've had it pretty rough in my life. But there's ways to deal with it. One, don't let it beat you down. Get knocked down, so what? Get back up. Uh, Learn from it. Uh, Somebody asked me one time, or they said I made a stupid mistake, and I said, well, it all depends. Did you learn anything from it? If you make a mistake, you don't learn nothing from it, you keep making the same mistake, yeah, I'd pretty well say that's pretty stupid. But if you make a mistake, you learn something from it, and you improve on it, it wasn't a stupid mistake. But I just wanted to touch on that coronavirus. I know it's got a lot of people scared, freaked out, but don't get scared and stressed over it. Pay attention, be alert. Stay out of big, large crowds if you can. Keep up with what's going on. And again, use common sense. If you don't get to go out as much as you used to on account of it, maybe in the future, uh, some of the stuff we're going over tonight and the other night, how to start your business today with zero money. You made the commitment. You done made that decision. You got something in mind what you want to do. Use your time to learn some of this. Check me out. When I say check me out, I mean research what I'm telling you. A lot of what I tell you don't get told a lot, and you need to know all of it. You need to know what you're getting into before you spend the first penny, and that's why I've named this "Start Your Business Today with Zero Money." You got a lot of research, a lot of learning, a lot of skill set developing, maybe a lot of different things you need to be doing that don't cost no money, where you can make smart, right decisions. Because you got to look at it like this too. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much you prepare. There's a learning curve. You're gonna make mistakes. Again, we just talked about that. Make it a learning mistake. Make it add to the part that's positive, that you're building something. But if you pay attention and watch these videos, I'm giving you so many things to think about, to ponder on, to research, and helping you make those decisions in running that business. And I'm trying to help you and show you stuff that might blindside you where you don't get blindsided. I'm pointing out stuff you may not even heard of, but that don't make it that you may or may not need it. And then another thing, through my experiences, I made a lot of mistakes. Imagine that. I've done some things I could have done it, figured out, well, man, I could have done this way, it'd have been so much better. I'm trying to give you options. I'm trying to get your mind thinking. I'm trying to give you the encouragement to do your research, but get this thing started. The video I'm going to do tonight, unless I ramble on too much and I have to split this up in two parts, Everybody says, don't make your videos real long, but I'm getting to the point I don't really care, because when you're trying to teach somebody something, I can't do it in 7 minutes and with a good conscience say, you know, I done good. I gave them what I had. I put my heart in. I put a lot of time in it. With this notebook right here that I spend hours and hours in, trying to figure out when I get on here what I'm going to stumble around, but what my points I'm going to try to get across that's going to help that person. Again, in young people. One thing I want to show, and several young people comes to mind, is, you know, you ain't in the best financial situation. You're not really encouraged, and that's what I want to do, is make you a little bit more encouraged. But I want to show you some ways how you can go out, you know, tomorrow maybe, and make some extra money that never would have been there if you hadn't went out and made it tomorrow. That will really cost you nothing but a little bit of your time and effort, that then you could take that money and invest into one of your farming operations. Anyway, it's going tonight. I think I'm just going to ramble a little bit. I've showed you a little bit about the worms. I'm going to do one video on that, more detail, but that just come to my mind, come to my heart. There's a lot of people. There's huge commercial worm farmers across this country, across the world. I know one man. He's about an hour and a half from where I live. He raises two types of worms, and 40 years ago, he was a dairy farmer. He got into raising worms. Him and his wife built this worm business. They've been doing it for 40 years. I know the gentleman in acquaintance respect. I've never asked him how much money you make a year doing this, but if he's been doing it 40 years, he's making a living at it. You know, and I want to show you ways how you could get started with that. You can start so small scale, but it's giving you hope, and you're actually building something. I done a video the other night. I wasn't ready to do no video, and y'all learn about me. I'm not all professional, fancy, formal. You know, I don't have big cameras, camera people, and all this high tech junk. I don't want it. I'm showing you the real me. And in that video, I had to do it that night when I was getting ready to go up. It was late. I was tired, but I got them worms in. I said, no, I've got to show y'all that. And I want to show you so much more, because you can actually do that with not a whole lot of money. You could easily earn that money in probably a weekend to get started on a minimum scale. But you got to remember, with them worms, ideal conditions every 2 months, their population is doubling. That's pretty cool. And then when you've done that for several months, say 6 months, 8 months, you know, you're talking about a large amount of worms. Then you're talking about you've got an actual bed stock. And then you get 2 bed stock, and then you get to the point, well, I'm ready to start learning about marketing and selling some of these as I still fill other beds. And I'm going to show you that too. I'm going to show you what I do. I can tell you what somebody else may or may not do, but I'm going to tell you what I do, and I'm going to show you what I do. So I'm going to stop right there with all the rambling, and we'll get into the 002, starting your business with zero money today. Okay, we back again. We're going to get started on how to start your business today with zero money. And this one I'm calling 002. We're going to look at a couple different things, and I will be doing some rambling tonight, and there's going to be a lot to learn from that as well. But one I know so many individuals in this situation. I have been in this situation uh, probably more than at least 2 times in my life, probably more than that. But what I'm calling is a dead end job. And I hope somebody watches that and that says, man, that's me. Let me listen. Let me hear what he's got to say. I done told y'all, check me out, check research out, see how much of this stuff you get told. One thing about me, my word is my worth. I'm an honest person. I'm not doing this uh, to make money off of YouTube. And when I started this, I didn't know you could do that. As I said 1,000 times, I started this in order to market my farm because things has changed so much in the last 10 years. Social media is crucial. And I'm going to have fun tonight. I'm going to try to make somebody smile or laugh, and we can get all technical anytime we want to. And we'll go get a little bit in that tonight. But, I said in one of my videos, and this is funny to me, if you don't find no humor in this, you need to find out how to get some humor. When I made the decision I was going to do a YouTube channel. Never done nothing like that in my life. Anybody knows me, you can look at me and you can pretty well tell I'm telling the truth. What's a long-haired, bearded country boy? 2 or 3 years ago, he was a real young man. He's got a little tire wear on his tires now, but I decided I was going to do that. And when I decide something, I pretty well go with it. My daddy taught me, son, I said that before, do with what you got. Don't always go out buying new. Get started. That's the one thing I'm trying to teach people today, young people, whoever people, primarily young people. They want to do something, make the decision, make the commitment. I said it before, but do it. And at this point, I hope to good Lord you have done it. Make the decision, get started. When I decided I was going to do a YouTube channel, I went out there in the rabbit barn, and I was all by myself. Nobody around me. They don't much scare me. Don't embarrass easy. But when I started trying to do that first video, it scared me slap to death. Just going through my mind. There ain't nobody out here, but I'm talking to a potential worldwide audience. It freaked me out. I almost threw my phone. But I went back the next day. It took me a day to get over it, and said I'm doing it, and I've done it. And now I think this is my 11th video. But my reasons is truly pure. It ain't for the money in YouTube. Although I will tell you, in any business adventure, you get an opportunity, a different facet, different revenue, different marketing means. You take advantage of it. And I will do that. I don't know how to do that. If it weren't for my daughter, I wouldn't even have a YouTube channel. She helps me so much. But I'm trying to learn. I ain't got me a little mic that I wear when I remember, and sometimes I don't remember. Then the video quality is just terrible, and the professionals say, "Oh, don't do this, don't do that. You gotta have this." Well, I ain't. I'm me. I got a specific purpose that I'm trying to accomplish. And the main one, or to start out, the main one is to market my farm eventually through YouTube to my website, which I don't even have a website yet. But then it just got laid on my heart. Hey man, I got an opportunity to help somebody. I've got a lot to offer, so much to offer, and it's free. And if you don't like it, don't take it. Don't listen. Don't subscribe. I don't care. I do care in the sense I hope you do, because I think I can, got something to offer. Everything I say ain't going to benefit nobody. I'm just going after that one little thing that I can get that young person, that young couple starting that business or anything in general in life. Hey, that made me think. I've never looked at that. I've never heard that. That young person that's struggling, that middle-aged person that's struggling, uh, they need hope. Well, I don't know you and you don't know me except through YouTube, but you got hope. I want you to succeed. I really do. And here's some things that I made some notes again in my trusty notebook. I like that better than that whiteboard thing. Learn to laugh. Learn to laugh. Learn to have fun. Anytime you laughing and you having fun, guess what? You're not stressing. You're not worrying. My daddy used to tell me this right here. He said, son, and people do this so many times today over nothing. But the logic, and I'm going to try to explain that because a lot of y'all won't know what I'm talking about. Don't turn a molehill into a mountain. And what he meant, a molehill, a little bitty hill about that big, and y'all seen mountains that goes way up into the clouds. Don't let a little life situation train wreck you so bad that you turn it into a mountain. Learn to deal with it. Be positive. Get yourself set up where stuff like that don't happen no more. If you're concentrating on farmsteading, small scale farming, starting your own business, you got plenty of other good stuff, positive stuff to be focusing on. And always surround yourself with good, positive people. Stay away from negative people. Always griping, grumbling, always got something wrong, always this, worrying about something's going to happen 6 months from now. Stay with upbeat people. Stay with people who are going to support you and help you build that character within you to when you get your farming going, you get your business going, and you're having to deal with people in public and business relations and marketing. You're a very upbeat person. You'll be more successful if you're upbeat and positive. I guarantee you that. I had one friend one time, and like I said, tonight I'm just trying to make it uplifting. We got a lot of stuff to be worrying about in the world and our daily lives, this, that, and the other. But he was in financial hardship. He was losing stuff. I think he even had to relocate from where he was living. But he told me, he said, Ernie, he says, you know what, one thing, no matter how bad it gets, and he was relating this to bill collectors, this, that, and the other. And I love this. I never have forgot it. This was years and years and years ago. He said, the bill collectors, the banks, whoever, they can't eat me. They can take my stuff, but they can't eat me. He's exactly right. They can't eat you. They can't take the breath out of you. They can take your stuff and learn what stuff is. Stuff is material. Learn what true value is. Put your true value, build your true value into yourself. How you present yourself to others. How others want to, interact and be around you because you got such a positive thing, some bling going on. I'm serious. They can't eat you. They can't eat you. And I'm going to tell you a little bit. One reason why now. This is kind of getting into a lesson in business, but why I love small scale farming. Okay. Why I love it so much, and it ain't for everybody, I guarantee you that, but why I love it so much, it puts you outdoors, it makes you think. At this point now, you pretty well can label yourself as an entrepreneur, which is an awesome thing, I believe. You don't want to work in a plant all your life, you don't want to hit a time clock all your life, then what's the option? Easy. Become an entrepreneur. Start your own business. But why I love small scale farming so much, and one thing in any small business or starting your own business or whatever that I will teach on or touch on, or how you want to label it, is you need to diversify. In other words, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. And then you walking up to the house and you trip and fall, you break them all, well, there went your business. And in small scale farming, I can do that. What's some of the ways I can do that? I can have a chicken enterprise. I'm not going to get into all the details of that, but that could facet down to half a dozen different ways you can make income off of that thing right there. Produce, endless opportunities there. Farmers markets, flea markets, selling from your farm, produce stands, microgreens, growing food for your family, growing food for your livestock, cutting that feed bill down, cutting that grocery bill down, eating healthier. It just goes on and on and on and on. Same way with worms, same way with rabbits. And there's just so many things in this field, and it suits me because I like being outside. I like challenges. I like to, produce something, make something, grow something that I can turn around and market. But that's why some of the reasons I like that. And that's not knocking anybody want start another small business in whatever. I'm going to tell you a little story right now, a true story, to try to add a little more humor than that. I will probably touch on this again when I get into the video I've already working on, almost done it tonight, is I'm going to show you how what you make depends on what class you go be in, on what you have to make in your business or your farm enterprise. And what I mean by that is small scale, large scale. I'm sorry, small scale, medium scale, large scale. And there's a very simple formula that's going to define that for you. Okay, but let's get into this specifically. They hired you because they need a position filled to make that company profitable. Okay? So right there, you have an obligation to that company to do your job, do your best, come in with a positive attitude. Simple as that. The second thing is look at all these people that you may encounter, your fellow employees, your supervisors. When you get your small scale farm started, or your other business, they may be customers. So look at it like that, be positive. You owe them an obligation already because you went there. They hired you, and they hired you to do a specific task, whatever it may be, to earn that company income to make a profit. Okay? So we know that, but also, stay positive about it. And remember, you never know. I could give you countless stories of people I've known, business relations, friend relations. Over the years, they've come back, and what I'm doing now, boom, there they are. Word of mouth, you've heard of that. Positive word of mouth can be the best thing for a business. Negative word of mouth can be the worst thing for a business. It can shut your doors quick. So honor your obligations. If the job really no opportunity, you hate it that bad, maybe a distance thing, start hunting you another job. But remember, right now while you got that job, that can be a little bit of money coming in to throw at your small scale farming enterprise. So there's always a reason, there's always a why, but always stay upbeat. Keep the negativity out of your life, the stress out of your life, the anxiety out of your life, and understand where you at and why you there. A lot of times we go through life, and I'm going to tell you more about that Haiti. One day I'm going to do one on Haiti because Haiti taught me so much, gave me so much. But you never know what you're going through now that's setting you up for something in the future to be more successful. Same way with a person going through hardship, depression, just terrible, terrible in that dark tunnel. You never know what that experience that you're going through now, how it's going to be able to benefit other people and benefit yourself. You're going to be a tool. You're going to be able to, help somebody, and that's one of the greatest things you can do. I told you in one video, I don't remember which one it was. I don't value my success with the almighty dollar, and I don't. I never will. But the satisfaction, even if nobody knows, you'll get when you know you help somebody go through a rough time, get from here to there, word of encouragement, act of kindness. You'll never know what all that could have helped and done that person. And that's the kind of stuff you need to dwell on. Turn that job I hate into something positive. Look for something else. Find something else, especially if that's your only source of income before you cut that chicken's head off. That's a terrible mistake to do. That's going to get you possibly in a worse situation. So I'm going to wrap it up tonight, and I hope something I said might help somebody, might make them think, but I also hope I encouraged somebody, made them laugh a little bit. I mean, just look at me. That's enough to make you laugh or at least smile. That woolly looking creature, I don't care. If it makes you smile and it just makes you a little bit happy, I've done good. I'm doing what I'm trying to do. So everybody stay positive. Don't get freaked out, scared over that virus. Use common sense and go to bed at night and look forward to tomorrow and think about what you can do to be positive, to build on your entrepreneurship, maybe help somebody. Well, till the next time, we'll take these eyeballs off. It's Ernie, Vaughn-Da-Rosa Farms. Like I always try to remember to say, take time to smell the roses. See ya.